Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRP.
Where's my belt?
Oh, yes, the Halloween edition.
Where did I lose my belt? What happened to my belt?
There's the belt.
I don't know where my belt went.
All right,
We
Rula
got
wants
the wrestling
belt.
belt.
She's the reigning
last
champ
year.
right now.
Yeah, that's right. I got to wear this belt while I still have it for 2 seconds. Maybe
And that's
I'll
the
win,
hardest
maybe I
part.
won't.
Thinking you might have to depart with it.
The belt.
You've bonded with it for so long.
Yes. So here's how we play. It is 3 rounds. The first round includes all 5 of us. The 2 least amount of points are out.
You know,
The
some
next round
losers.
is 3 of us. Then the last round is 2 of us. Somebody gets the belt because Halloween is tomorrow. It's a Halloween edition pop quiz challenge.
And whoever wins, their caller that's with them, like I know we have them all lined up, that person decides which Roula and Ryan Show member do you want in the mystery box tomorrow at 7:40.
Oh, Lord.
So like Alyssa's with Special K, Jessica's with Sam, Manuela's with Eric, Kristen's with Ahmad, and Francesca.
You want to find out
is
ahead
with
of time?
me.
And today, we will not put Ryan in the mystery box because he did it last time.
Oh, because he hasn't tried
Yeah.
Tuesday foods.
Yeah.
So I have immunity.
Yeah, because,
I did it last time.
yeah. Plus you're just doing unless these questions
somebody
are
really
so
wants you in there.
bad.
Yeah.
Unless these questions
Last
are
year
like
they
last
wanted you in the mystery box as the question fails.
So I
Y'all
changed
should,
my
be able to
mind.
get, y'all should be able to get these.
All right, here we go with the first round,
go.
ladies and gentlemen. 75 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
All right, the order will be this morning. Eric, followed by Kevin, Sam, Ahmad, and then Rula. Are you ready, everybody?
Got it.
All right, here we
75.
go. We start with Eric in 3, 2, 1. Eric, this is the most famous vampire from Transylvania.
Dracula.
Kevin, what is the name of the clown in the movie It?
Tickles.
Sam,
scary.
a chocolate cereal with a vampire on the cover of the box. Ahmad, 3 words uttered on the front porch before the candy's given out.
Trick or treat.
Rula, Jason Voorhees is the villain of this film series.
Friday the 13th.
Eric, Jack Nicholson says, "Here's Johnny" in this horror
Shining.
film. Kevin, what was the first film to feature Chucky the doll?
Child's Play.
Sam, this monster can only be killed with a silver bullet.
A vampire.
Ahmad, who is the villain in the Terrifier movies?
Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Rula, fortune tellers look into this spear-shaped object.
Crystal ball.
Eric, Mary Shelley wrote the novel about this monster.
Frankenstein.
Kevin, Pinhead is the villain in this film series.
Spiked head.
Sam, what does a witch fly on?
A broom.
Ahmad, a family survives in silence in this 2018 film.
A Quiet Place.
Rula, what do vampires sleep in?
Coffins.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Ooh, 3 threes and
So
Wow.
3 for Ahmad, 3 for me, 3 for Eric, 1 for Kevin, 1 for Sam, but Kevin gets the prize for most hilarious answers.
Tickles.
Tickles the
That is like the scariest clown.
Pennywise
Spikey.
is what we were looking for.
Yeah.
And what was,
Pinhead is from the Hellraiser films.
Yes. Never saw that.
What else was missed?
what was the cereal
The Shining.
box?
Oh, no.
Count
it was-
Chocula.
Yeah, Count Chocula.
Chocula.
Yeah.
Hellraiser and Count Chocula and Pennywise.
Now,
That's what
Ahmad
it
should win this.
And then another one that Sam.
Oh,
I
the
was-
werewolf is killed with a silver
The
bullet.
werewolf.
This is Ahmad's wheelhouse
If
here.
Yeah.
I lose this, my horror card is revoked. So I have to really.
Oh, gosh.
Your what card?
Horror card.
Hey,
Okay, Special K and Sam are removed.
Yeah.
We go round 2. It finished with me because I got that last point. Starts with Eric in round 2.
Okay.
Eric, Ahmad, and
So there's no sports
Rula.
questions, I assume. Darn it.
Eric, Ahmad, Rula.
Unless they do the Halloween Bowl.
Yeah, Halloween.
Is there a Halloween football game we should know about? Okay, let's go.
All right.
Round
you
2,
ready,
60
Eric?
seconds.
Yes, sir.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Eric, who is the villain in the Saw movies?
Jigsaw.
Ahmad, what is the name of the butler in the Addams Family?
Ah, crap. Lurch.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Rula, people's animals can come back to life in this Stephen King movie.
Pet Cemetery.
Eric, the Sanderson sisters were characters in this which movie?
Oh, those three ugly ladies. Oh.
This time.
Ahmad, Freddy Krueger first appeared in this movie.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dang it.
Rula, what state did the Amityville Horror take place in?
Wisconsin. I don't know.
Yeah, what the heck?
Eric,
know.
an above-ground building used to house the dead.
A crypt.
Ahmad,
Mausoleum.
what kind of
A
monster
mausoleum.
is killed with a stake through the heart?
A vampire.
Rula, Egyptian monster wrapped in bandages.
Mummy.
Eric, Rick Grimes is the lead of this zombie
Walking
show.
Dead.
Ahmad, a giant ape who falls from the top of the Empire State Building.
King Kong.
Rula, Michael Myers is the villain in this film series.
Halloween.
Eric, a cursed videotape brings death to its viewers in this film.
Oh, time!
The Ring.
Time. That is 3 for
That's a good
me,
answer.
4 for Ahmad, 2
I would've got it anyway.
for
Ahmad
Eric.
killed. Yeah, if you would have gotten that, then
I know.
Ahmad could have picked, but it was too many words.
Ooh, what was the answer on that one?
The Ring.
The Ring.
Oh, the Ring.
The Ring.
Okay.
His sentence was like a paragraph there.
Okay, Ahmad.
It was in
it's you,
1996
Ahmad.
it came out.
Mausoleum is what we were looking for.
Mausoleum,
for the,
yes.
You didn't say
above the
that
ground.
word, mausoleum.
And then the other one, what was the Amityville
Hocus
Horror?
Pocus.
Yeah,
Hocus
Hocus Pocus.
Pocus.
What was Amityville Horror State? I don't know.
Oh, New York. Amityville, New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that one either. I thought it was like
Sure.
What was it?
Yeah, I'm not
Hocus
even gonna say
Pocus?
his
I didn't
name.
know.
Hocus Pocus, the
Pocus.
Sanderson sister.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
The Sanderson sisters.
Come on,
I'm
Eric.
too old for that crap.
No, come on. There's even a Hocus Pocus too. Okay, anyway, here we
Watch
go.
that
Ahmad,
crap.
you go first because Eric had the last question. It is the finals here on the Rapid Fire
So
Quiz.
it's between.
Ahmad and me.
Ahmad and
All right.
Rula.
Yeah,
And Ahmad will
Ahmad
go
goes first. So it's either going to be Kristen that wins this game or Francesca that wins this game. Let's go.
All right, here we go, Ahmad. In 3, 2, 1. Ahmad, another name for Sasquatch.
Bigfoot.
Roula, the killer in this film series, wears a ghost face mask.
Scream.
Ahmad, Greek mythological woman with snake for hair.
Medusa.
Roula, 1960 Hitchcock film with Norman Bates.
Set go.
Ahmad, which Peanuts character only got rocks in his trick-or-treat bag?
Snoopy.
Roula, Herman, Lily, and Grandpa were characters in the 60s monster
The
sitcom.
Munsters.
Ahmad, Michael Keaton appears when you say this name
Beetlejuice.
3 times. All right, Roula, Leatherface is the villain in this horror film series.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ahmad, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is the main character of this
The
movie.
Ghostbusters.
Rula, Ash Williams has a chainsaw hand in this film series.
Saw. I don't know.
Ahmad, which Indiana Jones movie did the villain rip people's hearts out in?
Temple of Doom.
Rula, vampires can turn into this flying creature.
Bats.
Ahmad, Clarice seeks the help of
Silence
Hannibal.
of the Lambs.
Rula, Wesley Snipes.
What is it?
2,
What
3,
is it?
4,
What is
5,
it?
6.
Ahmad.
1, 2,
It
3,
was
4,
6 and 5. I ran out of time. Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
What was the last question? I ran out of time to answer. What was the last question? I wonder if I knew it.
Wesley Snipes is half-mortal vampire killer in this film series.
Blade.
I would have had it. Damn it.
Ahmad just
timing.
got fired. The
Got
rest
me.
of the show should just retire because I am really smart and they lost. I just won. Rapid fire. I
Barely.
just won.
Barely.
Rapid fire. You
Barely.
suck.
I'm going to call you like the
What
Washington Commanders throwing that Hail Mary out
I know,
there.
right? Every time. What was the Chainsaw Hand
That
movie?
was awesome.
Evil Dead.
I didn't know that one.
That's a tough one. There.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was like, Evil Dead, man, that's a lot of
That's not
movies,
pop
but that's
culture
not
for
one.
Rula.
You guys killed it.
That was good. We got
That was
almost
good.
all of them,
So
Ahmad.
good.
Yeah, we did.
Killed
You
it
missed
on Halloween.
one, and
You
I
did
missed
great.
Evil Dead. What's the one that you missed? You only missed one.
Snoopy.
It was
Charlie
Linus.
Brown.
Okay.
Charlie-
Linus got the rock to
No,
his back.
Charlie Brown got the
Charlie
rock.
Brown did?
My
got a
granny would be
rock.
so disappointed.
because he
Okay.
said penis, not peanuts.
I know.
I
I'm
said
like,
peanuts.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he said
whoa,
peanuts.
whoa.
Threw everybody off.
Sorry, Francesca, we were close, but Kristen takes this one. Kristen, congratulations. You're going to go to Meow Wolf. The newest exhibition is called Radio Tape, so you got 4 tickets to that. But more importantly, Kristen, you are choosing who's going to go in the mystery box tomorrow. How are you feeling about that? Is that a bigger win for you?
Yeah.
You're like, yes. Kristen, who would you like to see in the mystery box tomorrow?
Eric.
Insult to injury.
I wasn't even in the finals.
Yeah, we're so excited about that.
man.
You've given us all a treat.
Thank
no
you
tricks.
so much.
Oh,
come
Kristen,
on.
yeah.
I love it.
All right, Kristen, hang on the line.
thank
Ahmad will get your
you.
info to hook you up with Meow Wolf tickets. And thank you so much for listening to our show. Have a great, happy, safe Halloween. Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You suck. No, I was just kidding.
Ooh, that was so
Yes.
fun. For the first time, we didn't have so much contention in the answers in the last round. Usually it's been like so dramatic.
Yeah, something bad happened.
It's like last week, if you missed Rapid Fire Quiz, me and Sam were in the finals and we just didn't answer because we didn't have the answer. We're like,
Smart.
I'm not answering. You're not going to answer. I'm not going to answer. We go
the only
again.
good thing is at least I don't have to think of anything to put in a mystery box.
That's right, but we will.
But we
I have to
do.
put
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
It's
You guys-
Halloweeny.
You're going to forget.
He's
No,
not.
we're
no,
not.
we are definitely not
You'll
forgetting.
be looking around going,
Tomorrow's Halloween.
Here's some
Oh,
candy
here's a
corn.
stapler.
We put a bunch of staplers in there with tape. Things you can't find in the office supply
supplies.
closet. All right, coming up next, Romance or No Chance. It's always fun to do this game where you call us at 833-390-KRBE and you tell us about a weird or wacky first date. And then based on the information you give us, we are going to guess if you guys agreed to go out at least one more time. Most of the times people surprise us, say, oh, we've been married 20 years. But It's just one more date you have to agree to go out on, right? Romance or no chance. 833-390-KRBE. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan Show. It is time for Romance or No Chance.
This is always fun because you guys call us at 833-390-KRBE and tell us about something weird or wacky that happened on your first date. And then we'll guess based on the details you give us whether there was a second date indeed. Now, we can get your calls lined up, but I'm going to share real quick because speaking of Halloween, I just said this off there. This is really funny. My brother now is married to his wife for I think like 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
They've got 2 great kids. When he first started dating her, I think it was like the early dates. Maybe there had been 3 dates. I don't have all their details, but it was around Halloween time, and it was not Halloween weekend where you'd see people out. My brother works at the family restaurant in the Galleria. Her friends were having a party in Texas City. That is not a short drive.
No, that's fine.
On a Saturday. And she said, there's going to be a Halloween get together. You know, why don't you come after work and we're all going to do Halloween stuff. Okay, great. So he thinks, all right, cool. It's a Halloween party. He leaves the restaurant, goes and becomes a deranged Beetlejuice, you know, the crazy hair and the black makeup around the eyes and the suit, and shows up to this Halloween party, and everyone is just standing there in their normal clothes carving pumpkins because it was not a Halloween party.
No.
And he's
And that was
6'7".
yeah, he's huge. He's huge. And that was his first, like, welcome to my
6'5"?
friend circle. Here's my boyfriend.
Did you have a photo of it? I just
God.
remember, for some reason, I remember T-Bone having that.
Yeah, because he would say people on the freeway would look at him like he's crazy because it wasn't Halloween weekend. And they're like, what does this
Thought he was
crazy
2
guy
weeks
look like?
before.
That's always
we
fun.
can do
So
it
imagine
tomorrow.
if that was like a first date, first time, like
Maybe tomorrow
Halloween fails.
At this time, we could do like Halloween fails.
Okay.
So something that just failed.
Oh,
Whatever it
man,
could
I'm
be.
sure we still like a.
Oh
I'm sure
my
there's like a
gosh.
print picture from that because that probably happened like in 2016, no, 2014
I
or
would love to
2015.
see
I think
that.
it happened. That's kind of funny. Nathan, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Hello.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi,
Yeah,
that's
there
you. Is your name Nathan?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Good. All right. So you're going to tell us about a weird circumstance on a first date with someone, and don't give us the details that give away the answer. We're going to guess if this person chose to date you one more time, at least, if not more.
Nice. Fan of the show. Thank you guys.
Well,
for having me on.
Thank you.
But,
Appreciate it.
so, it was a short story, but went on a first date, restaurant. We got sat down in a section, you know, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
The waitress, come to find out, is my ex.
Oh, no. Ex-girlfriend or ex-wife?
Oh, no.
Ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
And
You don't remember
how-
she worked there?
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't know that's where she worked.
I had no idea. This was years past.
Okay.
No idea if she worked there.
Okay.
How much
God,
time?
that's
So you're
awkward.
saying many years had passed since y'all broken up?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, waitress was your ex, first date.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So far.
Anything
Not
else we
good.
need to know, or is that it?
That's really about it.
Okay.
Do you have
Okay.
a good
You said it
breakup
was-
with her?
Yeah, let's ask a few
What
questions. We should be able to ask a question.
You
So
should be able to.
There's a
no,
short story. We
Was
don't
it
know
an
what.
amicable parting, or did you guys have kind of an ugly breakup?
I wouldn't say ugly. It was her choice, though.
Oh,
Oh,
so
she
she
dumped
broke
you.
up with
So,
you.
I say
Yes.
he didn't go on.
Okay, I'm
He
going to
didn't go
put
on
him
a
down
date.
so he doesn't
Yeah.
tell us. Nathan putting you down.
Well, if she
so
broke
we
up
can
with
guess.
him, it would.
He wants her
probably be
back, and she
easy.
saw him with another girl, and that made him hotter. And she's like, "I want you
Trying to get
back."
him.
Yeah, but years have passed.
What's that matter?
So,
People-
are you-
people
so
on
people
Facebook
based
never
on your
get
back
facts,
in high
then,
school.
Eric, you don't think Nathan went on a second date
I don't
with the
think
girl
he
he
gave
was
that.
sitting with?
I don't think he gave her a chance. The whole time he was thinking about her again because he was pining away. I say,
All right.
no
Ooh.
more second dates.
Eric says no more.
and he's
second
with
date.
that girl,
He's with his
Oh,
ex
you think
now?
they reconciled?
or at least hooked up. I know.
Oh, you know, huh? Okay,
just
Kevin, what do
saying.
you think?
I think Eric is completely wrong. He was taken off guard and he acted like he didn't even know her and continued on with the new girl.
Would he be awkward
He was
then?
over that.
I'm gonna have to go with
But
that.
do you think they went on a second date then?
I do
Yeah.
think.
I do too, because I
yeah.
think you could actually use that as a conversation piece. You're not going to believe this. That waitress is my ex.
No, that's weird. You
That
don't
would
want-
be terrible,
No,
'cause I'd be
you
like,
don't
why
want
would you
that as a
bring me to a-
conversation piece.
Yeah, why would you bring me to
No,
a
you would
place
not
that your
want
ex
her
is
to know.
working
Yeah,
at?
you'd think that he
No.
did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yes.
that he saw this girl again.
Okay.
I think they also saw each other again, and I don't know whether he revealed it to her or not, but I think for sure for him it was awkward because she's the one that broke it off. So yes, it was awkward, but there was a second date.
Yes.
What do you think?
Agreed. Romance.
Okay.
Wow,
So
you guys
Nathan,
know this. All
was
right.
there a second date with the girl you were actually on the date with, where your ex was the waitress?
Many more dates.
Many more
Now,
days.
did you tell her?
Nathan, did you tell the girl that you were sitting with, hey, that waitress was my ex?
Eventually, yes.
Oh, but
not in the moment.
No, I wouldn't have
Not in the
either.
moment.
Eventually, what do you mean? Like
Good
a
idea.
year later?
No, when the French fries came.
No, a few days.
Couple of days. Okay.
Did you go back to
Few
that
days,
place?
Yeah, I was the losing party on both ends.
Hey, how was your ex?
On
How did
both
she
ends.
handle it? Did she look uncomfortable or was she?
Still hot?
So she actually, I don't know how it works being a waiter, but I know you have a section.
Mhm.
Yes.
She got someone else to take our table,
Oh.
and basically it was weird because I knew who she was. She was always around because that's her section.
Yeah.
You rattled
She
her.
ended up being mad at me, actually.
What?
Because she thought you did it on
Well,
purpose.
yeah, exactly.
She reached out to
Like,
you
you dumped
later,
me.
or what? How do you know she was mad at you?
She reached out to me that night, and she was very upset that I was like, well, I don't choose where I sit. We get sat down somewhere. I didn't know you worked there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what restaurant it was. I want to visualize. What restaurant was it? You can tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here,
your
where's
family.
your
Get those
family?
breadsticks.
I love
Yeah.
Olive Garden. That's a great choice for
We're
a
gonna go
date.
there
Especially
for lunch.
lunchtime. You can get a good deal at
You can.
lunchtime.
Nathan, thanks for sharing your story on Romance or No Chance. You have a great day. We're going to move on to Amber at
You never
833.
did mention if she was hot. So
390 KRB.
Yeah, but you had
just
this
are angling
big,
for
long
yours to be
scenario.
right.
You're
It's not
such
right,
a
Aaron.
weirdo.
You
Stop
had
it.
not
this whole
right.
thing concocted in your
Stop.
head.
Amber's up next. Let's give her the spotlight to tell us a story. Hi, Amber. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Great.
All right, so you're going to tell us a story about a first date that was odd, or off, weird, or wacky. Do not give us the details that give away the answer. We will guess if y'all agreed to see each other at least one more time. Let's go.
Okay, so on our first date, we went out to eat, and as we're sitting down, we're like sitting next to each other on the same side of the table, and I just started realizing that something smelled a little tangy, like pickle juice or
Oh.
olive juice or something that was pickled, and I thought I was, okay, we're at a restaurant, maybe it's just the food around us, I'm not tripping about it.
Uh-huh.
Let me stop paying attention to that. As long as it's not me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And as the dinner keeps going on, food is coming out, this guy keeps going in his pocket. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? What you got? And he pulls out like a plastic baggie of olives.
And
I was just like, sir,
He brought
olives
olives.
we're at a restaurant. If you really wanted some, you could just ask. You don't have to bring your own.
Hold on.
That's
He
so
brought
weird.
olives to snack on, or these were like special olives that he was going to drop into a martini that are not offered
They
in
don't
regular
bring food
places?
to a restaurant.
What was he doing with the olives?
He was munching on these. He was munching on these
Oh, my
olives.
God. He
munching
didn't,
on olives
didn't
in
just
his
order an
pocket.
And it wasn't
appetizer.
even like the regular olives. It was like the olive with the
Pit?
garlic in the middle.
Oh, the garlic.
Oh, no. Garlic stuffed olives.
Girl.
So he's
Hold on.
really-
Put her down so we can. Amber, we're not going to hear any more details. That's all we need to know.
Oh, my God.
This guy
He
is
had olives
clueless.
in his pocket and was snacking on them when they sat down to eat.
And the pits have been removed and replaced with garlic. What is he
Well, because
thinking?
they got blue
Garlic
cheese
is-
stuff, garlic
yeah.
stuffed, almond stuffed, pimento
We've
stuff.
done topics with women bringing stuff in their
sauce.
purse all the
I
time.
got hot sauce.
All kinds of weird
Hot
stuff in their
sauce.
purse.
Would you ever imagine, Eric, going to a restaurant and having snacks in your pocket?
It's funny that she
Okay,
smelled it though.
no
but
less.
let me throw y'all with this one. I think there was a
man.
second date because when she started her story, she said on our first date,
Oh.
I just feel like that
Did they
tips
say
me
that-
off immediately that there was a second date, at least if not
Yeah.
dating.
And they're
so
weirdos because they on the same
side-by-side booth
side by
sitters.
side
They're
people.
weirdos.
we're talking about the
understand
side-by-side booth
They're
sitters.
cute.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I
Leave them
side
and
sit
go.
If you're a side
sometimes.
sit and you got olives, you're a weirdo.
I don't have olives, but I'll side sit.
That's weird too.
I can't hear with the
Side by
dam, so I
side
want to sit
sitting
next to her.
is just a
That's just
different animal.
Different though. That's not.
Unless you're forced to sit side by side because of the way the table is angled or crammed into a corner
Ryan's
or
doing that
something.
so you can hear because you're DJ deaf.
I am.
You're not doing it because like you have
You
to.
just have to have your
I
hand
also
on her
like
leg the
that.
whole
It's
time.
not that much further away.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
gross.
what do y'all think? I think there was a second date. What do y'all think?
I hope not.
I think, Roula, you stumbled onto something. I think the verbiage gave it away.
So you think there was a second date?
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
How
Olives
about
are yummy.
Kevin?
I mean, just because Rula said that,
Yeah, the
I'm going to
verbiage.
have to now go
Eric,
with
you
Rula.
go
Go your
second
own
date.
way.
I know.
Okay, so four
gonna
yeses
go the
to the
other way.
second date.
Nope.
Eric
I'm
thinks
going
y'all
the
are
way just because they're
weirdos.
weirdos.
I'm such a jerk.
Amber, what is the answer?
Are you a weirdo?
Stop. That's not
I
the...
am a weirdo. We've been married for 12 years.
I got
Does he
it.
still bring olives to the dinner?
Yeah, what was that?
Why did he bring the garlic stuffed olives, Amber?
I have no idea, but I'm not mad at it because I like olives too, and I like the
Oh, did he
garlic
give you a
garlic
snack?
almond, olives as well.
Give me that.
I'm just
funny.
not bold enough to bring it on a date.
Do you still sit? Do you guys still 12 years? The romance still there? You're still on the same side of the booth?
Yeah.
We do share the same side of the booth, and we eat the olives out the jar, and sometimes we get a little fancy, eat some capers out the
Those
jar.
are your
So,
neck?
Oh my God! Now you are joining that bring
Good
your own
for you,
olives
girl.
team.
Good for
Honey,
you,
it's
girl.
Weird.
Honey,
You don't
do
bring
it.
food to a restaurant.
I feel like your
Oh my
neck's going to hurt
God.
the whole time you're looking to the right or left to talk.
Nah.
Like the
No,
whole-
not really.
Like-
Not really, because, I mean, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep, because when you pickle the garlic, it gets sweet, so it doesn't give you, like, that
I mean,
real
just now,
hard
I mean,
Wait,
even
he's
now,
talking about the
I'm talking about
side-by-side
side by
booth
sitting.
like sitting
he's
next to each
talking
other.
to side
Like
by
it's harder to
Oh,
talk
sitting
to each
next
other.
Of course, yes. We always sit next to each other. We did it in college. We sat right next to each other in the
Hey, did
dining
he
hall.
get handsy,
did he
I
try
guess.
and make out with you that night after eating all the garlic olives?
No, there was no making out. There was no kiss on the first night. I was there was a boundary. There was a boundary.
What restaurant were you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
at?
Yeah, where's that?
Say that again.
What restaurant?
Oh, a restaurant? It was a spaghetti warehouse back when it was open.
I missed that place.
Speaking of the Halloween spooky
Yeah.
stories,
Yeah,
that was a haunted
building.
place.
Fun.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's why we went, because it was the haunted space and we both like Halloween.
Oh,
Oh,
did you
cool.
see anything? Did you see the man that lived there, like the fisherman
They
or
all
whoever
the
they said
garlic.
it was?
There's no vampires.
We go to the
No, he
Julia
ghosted-
Ice
Yeah,
building.
you're
The
right.
ghost
We went
ghosted them.
around.
Okay.
You scared off the ghost
right.
with that garlic.
That is hilarious. But Amber, you do bring up an interesting topic. I'm going to let you go get along your way. But the topic that Amber brought up is, what do you have in your purse at random that you have to take with you to restaurants because they don't provide it?
Hey, real quick, just during the break, 37530, sitting at the booth, do you sit by the side to side, or do you sit across from each other?
So
I'm just curious to
Sometimes
see
they're
like a
really
little poll.
far apart, Eric.
I just want to see what people do.
So how about this?
Most people are team-
For a quick answer, just send yes or no. The question is, do you sit side by side in a booth? Yes or no?
Or hell no.
Because that'll be a faster way to read the text at 37530. Send a yes
And
or
just
send a no.
because-
And we'll see how many people like to be side by side.
Just curious.
Just because they don't do what you do does not mean they're
No,
a
just
weirdo.
most people look at you and just laugh at you people. So
Oh my
you know,
God, it's just your table.
they're like, you guys are weirdos.
Okay. While we get the answer to that, also, there's a celebrity that recently revealed that on her honeymoon in Italy, she kissed another man that she met on her honeymoon.
It's like Along Came Polly.
Who is the celebrity that admits that on her honeymoon she met a man and kissed him?
Now they-
Talk about that next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Now they're side by side booth sitters.
From Hollywood to H-Town
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRVE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. And don't forget, at 9 o'clock is your first chance to crack the code for the Houston Ballet Nutcracker Market tickets, which will be kicking off on November the 14th. It goes through that weekend. And on Friday, don't forget, you'll be hearing us live, broadcasting live from the market.
Doing the poll, I would say it's about like 70% no.
Yeah, the
About
question
side
was,
sitting
do you
in
like
a
to sit
booth?
next to your mate
And the people
on dates?
And the people
side
that
by side?
say no are like, they're not saying just no, they're saying hell no. And
Hell
they're like,
no.
F no. And
So they're
those
very-
people are weirdos. And a lot of effing no's. Wow.
Gives me the
gosh.
The people that say yes are just like, yes.
It gives you the ick.
They're more polite, but
Like, what are you doing with your hands on the table?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
I
what
already
can make
know.
It, that can make it fun.
I'm trying to
Oh,
eat.
Ryan,
I'm trying
I
to-
knew it was you.
Yeah, pervert. I'm trying to eat at a
So
restaurant.
don't sit by him.
Control
No.
your urges
Save
until
it. Save
home
it.
or
Nobody likes
in your
PDA.
car.
Nobody likes PDA. No.
No, basically, I'm deaf. I have to sit next to her. I can't hear a damn thing.
And when you're sitting next to her, are you touching her at all?
no,
Yeah,
no.
How come none of us believe you?
nobody believes. We know
You got your hand on her thigh.
It makes my taco pop.
Ew.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, you're the one who's sitting like that.
popping.
My hands are above on the table. I'm eating food.
You know he's playing footsie. She's probably taking her
you could play
shoe
footsie.
off and rubbing his
You
thigh.
could
yeah.
play
Oh, yeah, I
footsie
could see that.
across, but you can't
And
do
they're
it side by
giggling.
side.
Nobody knows.
How do you do footsie side by side? You do it across.
What do you mean? You can do it right.
You
Right
do
next to
footsie.
Eric didn't do it to Roula. They're
Yeah,
sitting
what?
next to
You
each
can
other.
Oh my God. Okay, by the way, we can also do a side tangent, another segment we'll bring back of the things that you bring into restaurants on your own. One person says, I always have a mini tahini bottle in my purse because you never know when you need a little spice. Another person says, I always have my own sweet and low and lemon.
Lemon, yes.
Lemon juice for
I love that.
unsweet iced tea
Wait,
restaurants.
you
Now, I
bring
always have
lemons with
Splenda
you?
in my purse.
No,
Rula's
little
got
packet.
Rula has Splenda. all the
I have
time.
Splenda all the
Okay.
time because not everybody carries Splenda, and I can't do sweet and low. I just can't.
What's the difference between like Splenda versus Sweet and Low or any of those?
It's-
They
I think
taste
it's
I
different.
think it's
the
mind over
aspartame.
matter.
No, I
No,
really
it does
feel
taste
like
sweeter to me, but I mean, I'll
can't
probably
do
have,
it.
I'll probably have cancer in 20 years.
It tastes more.
'Cause
more
people always look at me
plastic than
bad. They always
Yeah.
look at
Not
me
good for you.
and say it's bad for you.
And y'all, I drank Sweet and Low
Tastes
for
so bad.
years and years and years and years. And in 2017, I took a trip with my entire family for the first time. Everybody in my family went on this trip, and we were overseas, and they didn't have iced tea, and they didn't have Sweet and Low and all that. And I was drinking water, and I was drinking like juices and stuff. And when I came back, like a switch, I could not do iced tea with Sweet and Low. It tasted terrible to me, and ever since then, since 2017, I have not used Sweet and Low in my tea. I had to just switch
Oh, yeah,
to
you used to have
Splenda.
sweet. I remember you used to have the,
All the
was it the blue
always.
one
That's the pink one.
or pink. I remember you had
Always
something
have Sweet
here.
and Low. I cannot do Sweet and Low now. But I have Splenda in my purse, but that's a whole other side tangent. What do you put in
I
your
don't think
purse?
there's anything wrong with bringing like a condiment or something that you know is going to enhance your meal, but bringing food like
The
that
bag of
dude who
olives.
brought a bag of olives, you don't bring food to a restaurant.
All right, let's get to the story of what celebrity was on her honeymoon in Italy and met some Italian stallion that she's had to kiss on her honeymoon. And I just talked about this morning when we were talking about Netflix. I go, oh, this just popped up, I guess. I don't know how long this has been out. It's about Martha Stewart. It's called Martha. It's about her life. Because Martha Stewart did not become rich and famous until after she was 50 years old. She is now 83 years old, and she's basically almost a billionaire, right, with her whole brand and everything. She talks about the affairs that she and her husband had in the time of their marriage. And she said on her honeymoon, she met a very charming man, a very handsome guy, in a Duomo in Florence. A Duomo is a church. She was in a Duomo in Florence on her European honeymoon. And while her husband was at the hotel,
That's decadent.
she recalls kissing a very handsome guy on her honeymoon.
Why?
She says, hey, he didn't know I was married. I was this waif of a girl hanging out in the cathedral on Easter Eve. He was emotional. I was emotional. It's just because it was an emotional place. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. And then she said that she did have a very brief affair later in her marriage with a very attractive Irish man while she was working as a stockbroker in the late 60s. She said it was nothing. I would never have broken up a marriage over him.
I like how she always says attractive for everything.
Attractive.
Yeah.
Because
that
that's
doesn't make
why
it
it's
any
okay.
better.
Yeah.
But how do they get turned on in church? That's weird.
Maybe when you're visiting a
Maybe it
Duomo in
wasn't like a
Italy,
church
you're not
service.
in a
It
service.
was like
You're
a-
in well, it was Easter Eve, so she didn't say if she was at a service Easter Eve. But there are a lot of Duomos everywhere. In Italy, it's all Duomos.
I
Duomos,
would say
Duomos.
a lot of the ones that we went to were completely open, and you could walk from
Looking it out, yeah.
side to side, and just on the outside walls were beautiful paintings and whatnot. You just
Yeah,
kinda go in
icons.
and take pictures.
Even if you go to St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, that's open all the time. People to walk in there and take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went, there was a wedding getting set up, and I was thinking, oh, this is odd. Are they going to shut down the church? And that church is so massive. I actually asked the florist, "Are y'all shutting down the church for this?" I assume you are. She goes, "No, the bride said she doesn't care."
Really?
Oh yeah, just tourists
people
that
are
can
gonna
come
just
in.
watch.
Huh.
You sure a bunch of people there
And I was
taking
like,
photos
wow.
and stuff and
So
talking?
she says that her husband also strayed, but he did not stray until she had. And she said, young women, listen to my advice. If you are married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of blank. Get out of that marriage. So you could see Martha streaming on Netflix right now.
Does that deal with
cheated on
her? Well, she cheated with the, her business as well. She went to jail.
Well, it was insider trading. She
She
spent
gets
5
screwed
months
on
in
that one.
prison, and then she and Ina
there an
Garten had a
example?
rift
Did
after
it?
that. I didn't know this. This is another topic, Eric. Write this down. We're going to forget
Oh,
all
we got
these
so many
topics.
things
We have so
happening.
many. A rift that was caused because like you helped somebody get a job and then they like ghosted you or they cut you off or they blocked you. Ina Garten is the Barefoot Contessa, and she worked in a market somewhere in New York. I don't know the exact location. Somebody might know this location. And Martha would shop there and loved her stuff. And Martha introduced Ina Garten to the people at Food Network, and that's how we have Barefoot Contessa and all the millions of dollars that Ina has created. But then after Martha went to jail, she said that Ina cut her off. Ina's recollection's a little different, that they just fell out in other ways. But Martha's like, no. She stopped talking to me when I went to jail.
She didn't wear shoes when she cooked?
What?
Yeah, why do they
I don't
call
know
her
why it's
the
called
Barefoot-
Barefoot Contessa. She always did that. Kind of
never
like,
knew.
you know, these markets that you can get like, oh my God, the chicken salad here is so good, or the egg salad here is so good. There's like these little like one-off mom and pop little
She'd walk around,
markets like that.
maybe the-
I don't know why she's called the Barefoot Contessa. Somebody has to tell me that because I followed her for
Does
years.
she own Barefoot Bubbly?
I think her food is delicious. No, she does not.
No,
own that.
there's no way.
'Cause that'd be, wow, she'd be rich.
Yeah.
I
no.
will look up the origin of the Barefoot Contessa. Barefoot Contessa comes from the 1954 film of the same name, starring Ava Gardner, Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, so it was a movie.
Draws its name. Yeah, she calls herself that, drawing from the 50s film. It was the original name of my specialty food store after a movie with Ava Gardner and Humphrey Bogart. So it's called Barefoot Contessa.
Okay.
Thank God she's not barefoot. Who wants that? Don't tell me what you're wearing on your feet while you're making my meal.
I'm
and
the
it grosses
topless
me out.
chef.
My boobies are out. Let's go. All right. Cruel Summer, Taylor Swift. And then we're going to get to what's going down in H-Town.
All right. You're going to find out all. Hey there.
Hello?
You gotta go sit by him. He's deaf, remember?
Yeah, I am. I'm deaf. I'll type at it.
Here we go.
Time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, Texans wide receiver Stephon Diggs is out for the season with a torn ACL. It's definitely a blow to the team. They're saying
Nico
the
Collins is still
MRI
injured.
revealed the tear.
They're going to have to make a trade to get
Why?
a receiver.
Oh.
Because Tank Dell's now our number one. He's good, but not like number one receiver yet.
Uh-huh.
And we're down to lost our top two receivers.
Is it trade time now?
Well, yeah, you can trade for somebody. So we'll probably trade like
These are commodities.
fourth
You're a
round
commodity.
for
That's what you are. You're a commodity.
Carolina's got a really good receiver that wants out, so maybe we get him.
All
You work
right,
for
we'll
the
see what
Texans or
happens.
something I don't know about?
No.
Well,
I'm
it sounds
just-
like you
Eric's moonlighting. He's a Texan scout.
I can't afford the pay cut.
Almost 830,000 in-person and mail-in ballots have been cast during the first 8 days of Harris County's early voting period. This is according to the county clerk office. So far, records show the county's two busiest polling places are in Cypress. Now, the race for president, U.S. Senate, and more are on the ballot. If you want, get out there, early vote. You have until Friday. That's the last day of early voting in person. And that's what's going down in H-Town.
All right, coming up next, if you missed what happened on Closure, y'all, it spawned so many phone calls and hundreds of texts about what Closure was about when Alyssa came to us to talk to her cousin Glenn about who her real mother is. You got to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.